Hello, welcome to our 8th Image Month review, if I remember correctly. We're reviewing Skull Kickers Volume 3, 6 Shooter on the Seven Seas, written by Jim Zub, Sub with a Z, by the way. Art by Edwin Huang, and inking by Misty Coates. This is a 5-issue graphic novel that includes 4 short stories. The short stories are we'll get that out of the way. Just give me a sec. um, oh my god, I keep skipping it. You got the first one is Band of Brothers, written by Jim Demonicos and Kyle Stevens, which is like these two this duo who write books under the name Kirby Crackle, which is also a Seattle-based nerd rock band, which sounds lame as fuck, to be honest. With art by Udon, line art by Udon, Mainstay, Street Fighter, Artist Extraordinary, Joe and G. Okay. The art for that one was pretty good, and it wasn't particularly that funny, but that story was pretty gory actually, and and I think it had like the best art out of the 4 stories. You got Hornery Horsification, which is written by Jim Zub wrote it, but like the art is by Joel Carroll, which that story had like a very like Happy Tree Friends feel to it. It was actually pretty funny, actually, not gonna lie. But like a Happy Tree Friends kind of way, if you ever seen Happy Tree Friends. The third story is Twang, written by Howard Taylor, some webcomic guy. Art by Mike Lucas. That story is like there's this like this monster hunter guy with a magic crossbow who's trying to kill monsters but keeps getting cucked by our 2 main characters. And the Beholder, which is written by Zach Wiener and art by Ben McSweeney, who did a comic book called Joe is Japanese. Okay, whatever. That story I thought was okay. It, wasn't too bad. So the story for this one is 6 Shooter on the Seven Seas. You have an origin story for our gunslinger character, who they confirm his real name is actually Rex Marad. How the nobles of Urbia knew that, I have no idea, but apparently that was his real name. Holy shit. What's going on is our characters, including Kuzia, the elven archer, stow away on a all-female pirate ship led by the female captain, Captain Sherry, who has a magic cutlass sword with a ruby blade, and it talks to its owner in a British accent and in rhyme. The female pirates discover all 3 of the stowaways and force them to work on the ship to pay for their pay for their travel, I guess. What ends up happening is our gunslinger character Rex Marad finds an egg, a big purple egg that hatched telepathic squid that can mind control people. And then you get a flashback to his backstory where he's from our world from AD, well, sorry, from AD, New Mexico, 1876. That's where he's there. He has long hair. He's wearing like a gunslinger outfit. Like he very much looks like the what's his name? I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god, the character from the Dark Tower, Roland Deshawn. He kind of looks like Roland Deshawn in this issue, right? He rolls up into town. He's there to apparently to kill monsters in the human world. He was in our world. Sorry, he was also a monster slayer as well. Runs into a group of cultists that give birth to a squid monster that grows really big, mind controls everybody, and tells them, "Hey, go to this pond called the Crucible, and if your soul is strong, it'll grant you your wish." And everybody dies except for our character Rex Murad, who makes a wish that for a really powerful gun that kills everybody. What's the line he says? A gun that won't stop firing till everything's dead, right? Yeah, that's the line. And then like he goes around killing monsters for this squid monster called Thule, who's obviously inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's stories like Cthulhu and whatnot. Dagon. So he kills like monsters like the Chupacabra, a Skinwalker, a Devil Owl, a Shadow Beast, a Demon Dog, a Floyd Frog, a Desert Yeti, a Dark Dune Witch, Chulu Hipuchi, a Vampire Turkey. Eventually, the monster gets so big that it plans on giving birth to a lot more eggs and sending them to different dimensions. This breaks Rex Murad out of his hypnotism, and he turns on his like squid evil god monster, tries to kill him, ends up getting sent to the fantasy world through a portal where he loses all of his possessions, even his clothes, right, except for the gun, and he no longer has hair. That's the story of how he lost his hair. Even his eyebrows. You find out earlier in the book that he draws his eyebrows on with charcoal, which is super dumb. And you also find out the gun. I thought the gun, the magic gun, was didn't run out of bullets. It turns out it does run on bullets, but like he pukes. The bullets are created in his stomach, and he pukes them up every once in a while, which is super gross. Yeah. After that, he tries to kill the squid monster. The squid monster starts like crying and brings like a big ass kraken. Its cries is heard by a big ass kraken. The kraken destroys the ship, and that's the end of the story. So my problem with the book, obviously, the jokes are really getting old, and they do this thing in this book where they have dual narrators that like argue with each other, and it's really dumb because usually when comic books have that, it's either it'll be like the two writers who write the book or two editors arguing, or in Deadpool's case, it'll be the two voices in his head arguing with each other, right? Here, we only have the one writer, so who's he arguing with? That was, I don't know, that was cringe to me. Also, what was one of my other critiques again? I don't know. I don't know, dude. The jokes are getting old. Our characters didn't really like the dwarf character didn't really do much at all, really. So it's the book is mostly focused um, on Rex on our gunslinger character, who they say his name is Rex Marad. Also, he can still talk to animals, right? He can even understand fish. And Kusia tells him, "Hey, you're able to talk to animals because you're blessed by Mother Nature, and that's why I didn't kill you." Right? So I don't know, dude. There was a reason why I stopped buying Skull Kicker books after this one, because the jokes are starting to get old. And like, no offense, but the short stories were funnier than the main book, so that's a very bad sign to me. But the art still looks good. The action, the action is also pretty cool as well. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Sorry. Sorry, I'm a little I'm a little heated because all morning I was editing my new podcast, and then like after I came back from my evening walk with my dog, right? The fucking video editor, I went to check on the video editor to see if it was still processing, if it was finished processing. The fucking thing crashes on me, and I had to fucking like start the processing all over again. So I'm not going to be able to upload any videos for Monday. So you're not going to hear this review till like Tuesday, and my other review that I did. Yeah. Oh shit. What the fuck? I just noticed that some of my pages are ripped right here. How the fuck did that happen? Oh my god. Did my dog do that? Because I had this in the room with my dog. I shouldn't blame others. Yeah. So I don't know. If I were to give this a rating, it's a 6 out of 10. Like I mentioned, there was a reason why I stopped buying these books. Like this story, especially a lot of the dialogue the octopus god character says is really stupid and cringe. Let me read some of it for you, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Here we go. Open, yes. Awesome, now that I have your minds, we can talk casually. This here's a crucible. It calls to you like milk and cats or some other metaphor of irresistible stuff. You answer its call, your soul wish gets granted. Your soul strength powers it. Pretty badass, eh? Kneel at the crucible. Your mind is human. Sorry, your mind is mine, but your soul is still human. Human souls can grab stuff from the crucible if they're strong enough. Don't ask me why. It's mystic mumbo jumbo. Not important right now. And here's another line where here's another stupid line. This is after Rex Marad gets the gun. Wicked, now you're gonna go forth and slay all in the name of fool. And there's one where Fool's complaining that the main character doesn't talk a lot. I don't know. I just thought the dialogue at times is cringe. The jokes are getting old, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up Volume 4 at some point. But yeah, this book I did not enjoy very much. The book was better when it was just like our two main characters hanging out, kicking ass, fighting monsters, getting into wacky hijinks. But now that Kusia is a main character, and she's stealing screen time from our boys. Sorry to use a movie review term or whatever. But yeah, that I don't know. Kuzia, I really don't like her characters. Like she's like the straight man in a series that already has a straight man. Like Rex Murad is the straight man. So why do we need a third straight man? I don't know. It just feels like they put her in there because we have to have female like representation or whatever. Like the book, the comic book series was way better when it was just our two boys going around kicking ass and killing monsters. Now it's starting to get the quality is starting to get worse in my opinion. But we'll see when I review Volume 4. The next Image Month review is going to be the Pact issues 1 through